Hi, my name is Brandon Flores, and today the mini lesson that I am going to present and talk about is K1.4a, and it is about dictating or writing sentences to tell a story and putting the sentences in chronological sequence. So for my intro, I chose to write about or use alliteration as part of the lesson in order to help them um, create those sentences so it can make it easier on them. And as you see, well, I'll get to the anchor chart in a bit, which will help them understand a little bit more about alliteration. And so I felt like that's what would help them create those sentences easier, as I said, and also build on that and making a story from those sentences. So putting them in chronological order, and the activity that I put in the mini lesson will also help reinforce that. So again, that was part of my intro. My actual mini lesson, I would go ahead and explain the anchor chart if you see up here, and it's called "How Can I Help You?" So if the students had just a basic understanding or just little understanding about alliteration, they can go ahead and read the anchor chart. Right here is the definition, which is when two or more nearby words have the same beginning sound, and that will help them understand a little bit more what alliteration is. So here are examples of alliteration, right? Such as apple, ant, arrow, and apron. And here they start, their mind starts working a little bit. Bat, boy, bin, buns, bank, and bike. Those are just some words that are examples of alliteration, right? And then, so they start getting the sense of what, or like a clue of what alliteration is, right? And then the next step would be, right, an example of sentences, how you could put those words into sentences. So, such as Amy ate an apple, right? The boy broke the bat. I ate cookies and cake with my cat, right? Those are simple words, and simple words that you can put into sentences that involve alliteration, right? And then for those who are more visual, right, I put some pictures here, right? Mickey Mouse, scary snake, more money. Those are just examples that can also help children, as I said, right, aren't really good with words, right? They can also be encouraged to use pictures or visualization. So the activity that I would have with that would be right, creating sentences with alliteration and making up a story, right? Something that happened to them the day before, right? I'd group them up in partners and have them talk a little bit with their partner about a story that they remember really well. But the challenge would be finding words that they can involve alliteration with. So I would let them partner up, give them about 10 to 20 minutes, come up with that story and come up with some words, right? And then group them up in a bigger group, so that way they can go ahead and help each other out with that. So for the active engagement part, right, that would be grouping them up, as I said, and just allowing them to work by themselves while I'm walking around, making sure that they're on track and they actually understand the assignment, right? Helping them kind of formulate that story into a more precise one, and also just kind of helping them with vocabulary if they need it, or just giving them guidance on staying with the lesson or with the mini lesson. And finally, for wrapping it up and sharing personal experiences, right? I would have them come up. I'd have a couple of students come up and share their stories that they worked on, right? And then present it to the class as a presentation, and that way other students can understand, where their peers are at, what they did, and kind of have those experiences shared. I chose this one because I feel like it's very important to have. Well, I chose this link because I felt like it was very important to, for me as a, as a child, learning my vocabulary, expanding my mind, and just, getting. I learned best when it was with other students around me, not really by myself, and I felt like I wanted to make a lesson that shows that, and I could relate to as well. Other anchor charts you can add, just a little bit more visual. Mine's a little bit more, I guess you could say plain because it has a lot of words, but you can add some visuals in there, maybe some clouds or a tree, just kind of having those words spread out. I really like the visualization that I had. As I said, you can add those to other ones, but those are just some examples that you can also do with your anchor charts. And that was it for my mini lesson. So thank you. Have a good day.